Hi, this is Gracie for Starzlife.com, and I'm here at the New Image Emergency Shelter. New Image Emergency Shelter for the Homeless is the largest provider of emergency housing in the state of California. The shelter is located in Los Angeles near USC and sleeps approximately 650 homeless men and women per. However, due to budget cuts, they are being forced to do away with more than 200 beds by June 30th. Last month, the shelter took in 82 new homeless families. This number is in addition to the 650 they sleep per night. New Image has been serving the community for more than 19 years. Councilwoman Jan Perry, Denise Nicholas, and Omarosa have joined the fight to raise money to continue these services. If they don't raise $200,000 before the end of the month, the tent, which houses 200 homeless women, will come down on Monday. So have you seen a rise in the homeless youth?
Well, homeless youth tend to congregate in two areas. There's a lot of homeless young people up in the Hollywood area because there are social service providers in the Hollywood area that tend to focus on the needs of teens and older young people, 14 to 21. Over in my area, which is Central City East, or traditionally called Skid Row, what is frightening is to see little kids on the street with parents or their guardians and being disenfranchised. I am always concerned for the safety of young people in Skid Row because there are so many registered sex offenders in the area, and so we try to voucher the families who haven't gone to the missions for help and to get them into hotels and motels and get them off of Skid Row, but mostly not to be on the street. One of the reasons I supported the Union Rescue Missions so much when they wanted to acquire this property out in Sylmar, 71 acres, assisted living facility, and they turned it into housing for parents and their young children, is to get the kids out of there and to give them a place to go, and then it opens up the beds for other people who need a bed. So there's been a steady flow. I don't know if it's an increase, but it is a flow of people who are unabated. But the biggest rise and the most shocking rise has been with elderly people who are homeless, people who are on fixed incomes, and something happens, an illness, maybe physical, maybe mental, but something in their lives happens to trigger that, and then they end up on the street. Now that is really frightening and horrifying to go to, say, the Courtyard, the Midnight Mission, and see older people actually sleeping on the ground. But at least they have the Midnight Mission to go to.
Or how can people my age help?
You can do things like participate in volunteer activities, and I would say do it more than Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter, but call the missions, call New Image, see what volunteer activities are available to people your age, so you can learn more firsthand about the problem. And then as you can get older, you're more knowledgeable, you really understand, and you can not only volunteer but pull other young people in to volunteer, and then help them raise money and raise awareness. That's what you can do. But the main thing is to volunteer, especially I don't know how old you are, but you look pretty young, and to volunteer so you can learn and educate yourself, and make your own decisions about what reality is, not just what you read in the paper or what you see on TV, but you were there, you've been here, you're at New Image, so you get what's going on, and that only comes with time and participation. It's taken me a long time to truly understand the complexity of the problem.
Okay, they're still working in here. Look at all these suits yet. Okay, welcome to our Dress for Success boutique. We just picked up a bunch of things yesterday that they're still working on. The clients have the opportunity here to select not just items that they need if they're placed in employment, but also just everyday wear. They can come here and select something 3 times a week. And this is only part of it. We have a huge backup. And of course, I don't know, you should have heard in the unemployment, in the workshop, Workforce Development Center, that they also have ongoing workshops and job employability skills, retention, interview skills, role-playing, those kinds of things. And this is just an extension of it. The clients can come here and receive, select something for interviews, up to 3 outfits 3 times a week. Thank you.
Perfect.
Hey, Chris! Welcome
Grace, welcome to Skid Row.
Thank you.
Have you ever been down to Skid Row? Skid Row is infamous for its homelessness presence. I mean, there are over 7,000 to 10,000 individuals and families who live on Skid Row. So we're here at New Image Emergency Shelter because we are at risk of losing the tent that actually houses the women, and this is open 24 hours a day. So we're here to raise awareness and to raise funds for this great cause.
Why do you think it's important for people my age to actually volunteer?
Well, if you look around, we have babies as young as 2 and 3. We have teenagers. We have homelessness affects every age group, every demographic, every race. It reaches every place. And if people your age, young folks, can come out and educate their families and educate their parents and spread the word, I think it'd be very, very effective.
Thoughts of the rise in homelessness?
You know, homelessness is on the rise because of the economy. I mean, there are so many foreclosures, so many families losing their home. We have entire families who come here who may have just been foreclosed on, who have lost their jobs, who have no money, they have no food, they have no hope. So they come to New Image because we provide housing, showers, jobs, HIV testing. It is a place where they can come and really, really work on getting themselves together. You see all the cots behind us because 600 to 700 individuals sleep here every single night. It is really important that we raise awareness, that we raise funds, that more importantly that we give of ourselves so that we can try to reduce the numbers of homelessness in this country.